a text, it's playful, it's affectionate. It says, I'm happy to be doing this for you.
So if I've been replying to my spouse with just okay. Okay, so I want to start with a little scenario. I want you to really, put yourself in this moment, because I think it causes an actual physical reaction in people.
All right, I'm braced. Hit me.
You text a friend, someone you really like, and you ask a super low-stakes question. Something like, hey, you want to grab dinner tonight?
Okay.
You see the little bubbles pop up, you wait. And then the reply comes. It is one letter. K.
Oof. Yeah, then my stomach just dropped. Even just hearing you say it.
Right. It's a visceral feeling. No emoji, no exclamation point, just K.
And my brain immediately goes into a spiral. Are they mad at me? What did I do? Is this about what I said yesterday? Are we breaking up?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But here's the crazy part, and this is really why we wanted to do this deep dive. If you just look at the raw data, the actual information in that text is yes.
Strictly speaking, yes. An affirmative.
But if they had replied, K sounds good, hey, the information is identical, but the feeling is the complete opposite. One is like a warm hug, the other is a door slamming in your face.
1,000%. And that huge gap, that canyon between the dictionary definition and how it actually feels on an iPhone screen, that's what we're digging into today.
It feels like we're all just amateur detectives trying to decode these little signals.
Well, we have to be, because we've taken away all the other tools. I mean, think about it. Face-to-face, you have tone of voice, you have eye contact, body language.
All those cues.
All gone. In a text, you have what? Punctuation? Spelling? So those tiny little choices have to do all the heavy lifting that, a smile or a shrug used to do.
Okay, so let's unpack the K thing first, because let me play devil's advocate for a second.
Go for it.
Isn't K just efficient?
Yeah.
Maybe they're busy, maybe they're driving. Why do we automatically assume it's hostile?
That is the logical argument, for sure. But texting seems to operate on what some linguists call a labor theory of affection.
The labor theory of affection, what is that?
It's basically the idea that the amount of effort you put in equals how much you care. So typing out okay or sounds good, that takes, 5, 10 taps on the screen? K takes 2, one for the letter, one for send.
Right.
So when you send K, you're signaling, I am giving you the absolute bare minimum amount of effort humanly possible.
Wow. So it's not about the word, it's about the calories you burn typing it.
Exactly. It's basically passive aggression distilled into its most efficient form. It says, I'm annoyed, I'm cutting this conversation short, and I want you to feel it.
Okay, so if K is the absolute nuclear option, walk me through the rest of the spectrum, because okay versus okay, it seems like such a tiny difference. Does it really matter?
Oh, it matters so much.
Oh.
Okay, just the 2 letters is neutral, but it's a little clipped. It's functional.
Like for a simple confirmation.
Yeah, if I ask, did you get the milk? And you say, okay, that's fine. But if I send you this long, heartfelt story about my terrible day and you just reply, okay.
That feels really dismissive.
It feels like you didn't even read it. But spelling it out, O-K-A-Y, that feels warmer. It's like the business casual of texting. It signals, I'm relaxed, I have a moment for you.
And then there's my new favorite, which I feel like I picked up from younger people. KK.
The double K, that's the breezy option. It completely neutralizes the aggression of the single K. It means, got it, no stress, all good.
It's so light. And then there's okie dokie.
Which is funny, right? Because if you said okie dokie in a serious meeting, everyone would think you were a little weird.
Totally.
But in a text, it's playful, it's affectionate. It says, I'm happy to be doing this for you.
So if I've been replying to my spouse with just okay for the past 5 years.
You may have been accidentally signaling a low-grade marital crisis, yeah.
Oh, great. I have so many texts to apologize for. But this brings me to the other huge minefield you see in all the research. Punctuation.
The period problem, yes.
This is where I get a little defensive. Because I was taught you finish a sentence, you put a period at the end. That's just correct grammar. But now you're telling me it makes me look like a jerk.
In certain contexts, yeah. You have to stop thinking of texting as writing. It's not. It's more like fingered speech.
Fingered speech. I like that.
It's a conversation. And when we talk, we don't say period at the end of every sentence. We just stop.
Right. This is a pause.
So when you're texting back and forth and you deliberately add a period to a short sentence, it doesn't just end the sentence. It ends the mood. It adds this weight, this finality.
Give me an example. Let's role play it.
Okay, sure. Ask me if I can help you with something this weekend.
Hey, would you be free to help me move a couch on Saturday?
Sure.
Oof. Yeah, I felt that in my chest.
See? I just typed sure with a period. How did that feel to you?
It felt heavy. It felt like you were saying, ugh, I guess I'll do it, but my heart's not in it, and please don't ask for anything else.
Exactly. It slams the door. Now, what if I just replied sure with no punctuation?
That feels fine. Open. It's just a yes.
Or sure with an exclamation point.
Now you're enthusiastic. You're happy to help.
So the period, in that context, it becomes a sign of aggression, especially for anyone under, say, 40. They read a period in a short text as you being angry or distant.
It's just so backward for anyone who cares about grammar. We're trying to be correct, and we're coming off as cold.
It's because being formal with a friend feels cold, you know?
So if periods are aggressive, that must explain the whole exclamation point economy. Because I feel like I use way too many of them just to prove that I'm not mad at anyone.
We all do. The exclamation point has gone through massive inflation. I mean, 30 years ago, one exclamation point was a huge deal. Now, one exclamation point is just the baseline for being polite.
It's the customer service voice of texting.
It is. It's a digital smile. If I text thanks, I'm just being normally polite. If I text thanks with a period.
You're being sarcastic. Or you're mad.
Totally. But there's a limit, right? There's a danger zone.
The unhinged level.
Exactly. If you send thanks with 7 of them to your boss, you seem unstable. You probably want to cap it at 2, maybe 3, if something is genuinely exciting.
Okay, so periods are angry. Exclamation points are friendly. But now we have to talk about maybe the most controversial punctuation of all.
Oh boy.
The ellipsis. The 3 dots.
The ... This one causes actual generational warfare.
It really does. My dad uses ellipses in like every single text. He'll write, see you soon.
Yeah.
And I'm always like, oh my God, what's the bad news? Why is it so ominous?
That is the classic divide. For boomers and even Gen X, the ellipsis is just a soft pause. It's supposed to mimic a thought trailing off. It feels gentler than a period.
So to them, it's just a placeholder.
Right. But for anyone younger, those 3 dots are a weapon. They signal suspicion or doubt or that something bad is coming.
Okay, another scenario. I say, hey, what if we got Italian for dinner?
And I text back, that's fine.
See? That means it is absolutely not fun.
Not fine at all. To a younger person, that's fine. Means I secretly hate that idea. I'm not going to argue, but you should know that I'm unhappy about it.
It's like there's a silent but just hanging in the air.
It is the sound of awkward silence in text form. And the absolute worst one is I'm thinking.
Oh, that's a death sentence.
If my boss texts, I'm thinking, I just assume I'm about to be fired. The ellipsis turns processing into a dramatic pause before your doom.
Okay, so we've covered the words, the punctuation, but the when feels almost as important, the timing of a reply.
The timing is all about power dynamics because we all have our phones on us all the time, right?
Right.
So not replying is an active choice. Silence is a message.
So break it down for us. What's a normal response time?
Okay, so an immediate reply, like under a minute, shows you're really engaged. Sometimes in dating, it can feel a little intense, a little too available.
The desperation zone.
Potentially. But usually it's fine. Then you have what I'd call the golden hour. Anywhere from, say, 5 minutes to an hour. That's normal. That's healthy. It says, I have a life, but I'm making time for you.
And when does it start to feel rude?
I think once you cross that 24-hour mark without any kind of explanation, you're sending a pretty clear message.
And the message is, you are not a priority.
Precisely.
Yeah.
If you reply a day later with just, yeah, and no, so sorry, crazy day, it just feels disrespectful.
And that brings us to the most anxiety-inducing technology ever invented. Read receipts.
Oh, the dreaded read at 4:02 p.m.
I turn mine off. I cannot handle that pressure.
That's a very common coping mechanism because being left on read is such a specific and modern form of insult.
It's confirmation that the silence isn't an accident.
It's not, oh, maybe they didn't see it. It's, I saw your message and I actively chose silence.
It is brutal, but I think there's something even worse. The ghost text.
You mean the bubbles?
The 3 dancing dots. The typing awareness indicator.
It is psychological torture, pure and simple.
Just picture it. You're in a tense conversation. You've just asked a big question. And you see the bubbles? They're typing. And they're typing. For like a minute and a half.
My heart rate is going up just thinking about it.
And then they vanish. And no message comes through.
I hate it so much. What did they write? What did they delete?
That's the ghost text. They wrote a whole paragraph, they read it, and they decided it was too honest or too mean or just too much, and they deleted it.
It's like watching someone take a huge breath to scream at you, and then they just quietly turn and walk out of the room.
That's a perfect analogy. You're just haunted by what they almost said.
And to manage all this anxiety, we have our biggest tool, which is, of course, emojis.
Right. Tone control.
Exactly. They aren't just little decorations. They are functional. They soften a message. Can you do this? Sounds like a demand. Can you do this? Were is a polite request.
It completely changes the voice you hear in your head when you read it.
But, and this is a huge warning, emojis have a shelf life, and their meanings can change so fast.
I think I know where you're going with this. The thumbs up. Thumbs up.
The thumbs up.
I use this constantly. It means got it. Or sounds good. It's efficient.
Let me ask you a question. Are you, perhaps, over the age of 30?
I plead the fifth. But seriously, what is wrong with the thumbs up?
For a lot of younger people, Gen Z especially, the thumbs up is seen as passive-aggressive.
Wow.
It's dismissive. It's low effort. Think of it this way. If you told me this really elaborate, important story, and I just looked at you, gave you a silent thumbs up, and walked away, how would that feel?
Okay, yeah. That would feel like, cool story, bro, like you didn't care at all.
Exactly. It's a conversation killer. So if you're texting younger colleagues, maybe react to the message with a heart, or just type out, sounds good. Just avoid the thumb.
And what about the laughing, crying face, the one with the tears? I heard that one's dead, too.
Oh, that's ancient history. Using that emoji now is like sending a fax.
So what's the replacement? What do people use now?
The skull?
The skull emoji. To mean something is funny.
It means I'm dead, as in I'm dead from laughing. It's a little dark, I know, but that is the current symbol for something being hilarious.
That is so confusing. If I send a skull to my mom, she is going to call an ambulance.
Context is everything, but it just shows how fast this visual language is evolving.
Okay, so one last thing before we wrap up, and it sort of connects all of this anxiety and avoidance.
Yeah.
Ghosting.
Ah, yes. The ultimate violation.
Right, it's not just in dating anymore, right? It's happening with friends, in business, just vanishing.
Complete silence. No explanation. Just gone.
Why do we do it? If everyone agrees it's terrible, why is it so common?
I think it really comes back to this idea that a lot of American culture is, well, it's conflict avoidant. We want to be seen as nice more than we want to be direct.
So we avoid the soft no.
We hate it. We can't bring ourselves to type, I'm not interested, or sorry, I can't help with that. It feels mean. So we tell ourselves that saying nothing is somehow kinder.
But it's really not.
It's so much worse. Because you deny the other person any closure. They're just stuck wondering, did they see my text? Are they mad? Should I text again?
Which is the whole double texting anxiety, the fear of looking needy.
Or desperate, yeah. If I send another one, do I look like a stalker?
So what's the rule? Is one follow-up okay?
The general feeling is, yeah, one follow-up is fine. A gentle, hey, just bumping this. But if they ignore that one too,
Let it go.
let it go. Silence is the answer.
That is a harsh reality. So if we zoom out on all of this, what's the main takeaway? It just feels like a complete minefield.
I think the big thing is that we have to stop seeing texts as just an exchange of information. It's an emotional performance. We are constantly managing how other people see us.
It's not what you type, it's how you type it.
Yes. Punctuation is emotion. Timing is respect. Effort is affection.
Honestly, it sounds exhausting.
It is. It's totally exhausting. But it's also, I don't know, kind of amazing. We've invented this whole complex system to put humanity and nuance back into what is basically just cold, sterile text on a screen.
That's a good way to put it. We're trying to find the human in the machine.
Exactly.
Okay, so here's my challenge for everyone listening. And it might be a little bit scary.
Uh-oh.
I want you to open your phone right now. Look at the last 5 texts you sent.
This is dangerous. I like it.
And look at them honestly. Did you use a period on a one-word answer? Did you send a thumbs up to someone younger than you? Did you leave a friend on read for 6 hours?
You might be the scary texter in your friend group and not even know it.
Go forth and add an exclamation point. Soften the edges a little bit.
And maybe swap out that K for a K. Just see how it feels.
See what happens. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
Talk to you next time.